Hello subscribers, welcome to the Fast Profits Daily. I am Brijesh Bhatia. Markets have been ruling, especially the mid cap and small caps. In this video, I'll be discussing the 5 small cap stocks you should add to your watch list right now when markets are trending at 52 weeks high or all-time highs. Well, if I just look at the small cap performance in the last 3 months, the markets have been roaring and the small cap index have gained nearly 20% in last 3 months. And if I just look at the last 6 months performance, it's up by nearly 34-35% in the last 6 months. So yes, the mid cap and small cap have been outperforming the large caps, especially the Nifty. And if you remember, I've done a video as well a few months back that mid cap and small cap could outperform the Nifty over here, and you should definitely keep a watch on those. We have seen a tremendous rally coming in mid cap and small cap. Can the rally extend, or can the rally continue into the small cap? Uh, Before I move on to the stocks, which you should add to your watch list right now, let's analyze the weekly chart of small cap index, Nifty small cap index, and look at what are the charts saying. So the first chart on your screen is the Nifty small cap 100 index over here. This is a weekly chart. And if you look at this weekly chart, the orange line is basically 200 weekly exponential moving average. And if you look at the momentum, back in 2019-20, when the index have dipped below the averages, it retested since 2020 when the index has gone above the moving average. The average has been acting as a major support zone over here. So we saw a test of support in 2022. We saw a test of support in 2023. And the market have respected very much. The bulls have been doing the bargain buying around the 200 weekly exponential moving average. So if you look at this recent rally, we have seen a one-way rally above the 200 weekly exponential moving average. Second, if you look at the two horizontal black lines over here, the lower line which was placed slightly around 9,400 9,500 levels, where index tested consolidated on those levels, and we have seen a higher levels. Back again 12,000 levels, we have seen a huge positive breakout now about the 12,000 levels, indicate that the bulls are very much in control of the trend. So I think any dip towards 11,800 12,000 levels can be an excellent opportunity for small cap index to remain in the trend. I believe this till the 200 weekly exponential moving is trending on a positive side, and even look at the slope, it's been trending on to the northward direction, which means that the strength is there into the small cap index. Now coming on to the stocks, 5 stocks which you should add to your watch list right now, and all these stocks are basically the technical driven or the chart driven parameters. If you remember, I have done, I guess probably November December as well last year, I have done a video on the stock list, the small cap stock which you have to add to your watch list, and I have updated the performance as well on my Telegram channel. So in case you are not following, you can follow me there as well. So coming on to the 5 stocks, the 5 stock looking under the alphabetic order are the Aarti Drugs, the first, Blue Star company, then GNFC, Karur Vysya, and the Renuka Sugar. So let's start with the first stock over here on your screen is the Aarti Drugs. Now, if you look at this stock, the momentum since 1000, the stock have corrected back towards 300, 350 sort of levels, and we have seen a huge comeback. In the lower, look at the volumes over there. The stock has gone below its 200 weekly exponential moving average well, but if you look at the volume where we have seen marked the red square over here, the black rectangle over here, look at the volumes at the bottoms. We have seen a weekly volumes, higher volumes, all-time high volumes back in the first quarter of 2023. The follow-up volume where the highs were taken out, the black horizontal line, which is the previous highs, somewhere around 510, 515 was taken out, and that was taken out with the huge volumes. It indicates that the momentum is very strong into the Aarti Drugs over here. So first stock should be on your watch list is the Aarti Drugs. till it been consistently trending above the 500 zone. I think it's been finding its a bottoming structure over here with the volumes breakout above the previous highs, about the nearly 500. So the first stock, Aarti Drugs, if it still it continue to trend above 500, I think it's into the bullish zone, and one can look at the higher levels. The potential levels onto the stock can be expected towards, even if you look at the 1000 to 361.8, it sums at around 800 sort of levels. So these are the potential 61.8% Fibonacci levels you should look at. The second chart, the Blue Star company, and if you look at this Blue Star over here, uh, if you look at this starting with the black horizontal line over here, if you look at 200 was acting as a major resistance zone. 2017 we broke out at level 20, we tested those levels, and since then there was no look back. Though 2020 we saw V-shaped recovery in most of the mid cap, small cap, large cap stocks. But if you look at this momentum over here, it rallied into the rising channel structure over here. If you look at these red lines, it was a rising channel. It broke out of the rising channel. It retested couple of times, but yes, every time it retested the breakout levels, there was a buying opportunity into the stock, and we have seen stock continuing in this bullish momentum. So any dip over here onto the stock towards 700, 750 can be a good accumulation level. You should keep on Blue Star company, and this is the second stock you should add to your watch list right now. The third stock, GNFC. Now, if you look at this long-term chart since 2018, so if you look at every time 500 was acting as a major resistance zone back in 2018, 2022. Once it broke out over the 500 level, we saw the rally towards 900 sort of levels. Stock corrected by a big margin over there and testing back about the 500 levels now. Retesting those levels, consolidating around these levels, and again showing a sign of positive momentum, indicate that there is a strength in the stock right at the support levels. Additionally, if you look at this orange 200 weekly exponential moving average, it is slightly placed right below the 500 level. So I think any dip into the 500, it's been an excellent opportunity. I think on should be you should add to your watch list. The GNFC is the third stock where you should keep an eye on. Basically, if I look at the resistance which was there at 500 is now acting as a support over here. So yes, the risk reward seems an excellent, I think, and upside still we have a huge upside remaining on the stock. So any dip towards 500, definitely worth watching on this stock. The fourth chart, the fourth stock, the Karur Vysya Bank. Now we have seen a PSU being rallying, we have seen a private bank being rallying, and this bank coming up from right from around 20 to 25 levels back towards 63. A consolidation zone was there. We broke out of that the lower black horizontal line. If you look at it, was placed at around 65, 66 levels. The momentum was there, the resistance was there. We have broken from the triangle structure over there. Since then, there was a rally back towards 100 plus levels now. So 120, 130 we tested. We consolidated around those levels, 120 sort of levels. And if you look at the upper horizontal line, this is basically a triple top buy breakout pattern onto this chart, which indicates that the bulls are still control of the trend, and every retest towards 120, 110 could be a good accumulation level. You should keep a watch on Karur Vysya Bank. The structure over here, the breakout followed by a triple top breakout onto the point and figure chart, indicates that there is a continuation momentum onto the stock, and definitely worth adding to your watch list right now into the small cap basket. The last and final, Renuga Sugar over here. Sugar stock have been on the talk of the town, where we have seen a huge rally coming into these stocks. Similarly, if you look at this Renuga, stock was resisting around 20 to 23 zone for quite long. We saw a huge breakout followed by a series of higher lows structure under the point and figure over here. Interestingly, why I'm adding to my watch list right now is, if you look at this red line, this is 45-degree trend line. A 45-degree trend line breakout on point and figure indicates a huge breakout onto the bullish side over here. Additionally, if you look at this triangle structure, the orange lines over, this is again a 45-degree trend triangle, which means that the upper the sloping the lower sloping and the upper sloping, both these are 45-degree trend lines. When the 45-degree triangle break out, it add the value or the momentum is very much stronger onto the trend. And again, the icing on the cake is the falling trend line of 45-degree. The icing on the cake is the falling trend line of 45-degree over here, which is a signal that you should definitely add to your watch list. And I think yes, the 45-degree trend line breakout into the post the consolidation zone is a sign of strong bullish trend onto the Renuka sugar. So keep a watch on this. The five stock you should add to your watch list, or the five small cap stocks you should add to your watch list right now are, I would repeat, Aarti Drugs, Blue Star Company, GNFC, Karur Vysya, and the Renuka Sugar. So these are the five stocks you should definitely keep a watch on. And I still believe yes, there is a good room there for mid caps and small cap stocks. You should definitely add to your watch list. Signing off, Brijesh Bhatia.